So you're looking for some spicy plus size romances? Ha ha ha, say less. Here are some of my favorites. She hooks up with an older man she meets at a bar in New York City, only to find out he's her ex-boyfriend's father. The entire Alliance series would start with Nero, where he breaks into her house, sees her plus size body, and says, "I want you," and then he stalks her until she falls in love with him. This is what happens when you go on a date with a guy you meet on Tinder, but then he stands you up, only for his father to show up and apologize, and then you go home with him. They had a fling in college, then never spoke again, so what happens when they see each other for the first time, and he's now her boss? He's a professional hockey player, and that's the love of his life, until he now has to take care of his two siblings as a parent, so he hires her as a nanny. This is what happens when your brother's best friend is a guy you actually cannot stand, and now he's your boss. He is your intolerables, where she's pregnant with another man's baby and doesn't know what to do, so the billionaire boss, who happens to be the worst, makes her move in with him and becomes the father of her dreams. What happens when he wants to be a single dad so bad that he hires a surrogate and then falls in love with his surrogate? He's a nurse subletting an apartment and had no idea that what she signed up for is to now be the nurse for a mafia boss. These next two are more mid-size than plus-size, but still amazing. Her family disowns her, so she decides to get a job at a restaurant where she meets a line cook who is everything her family would hate, but everything she can't stay away from. They have been divorced for 2 years, and when they decide to finally move on with new people, they realize they're not actually over each other, but they have a lot of way to go on their grief before they can be together. Let me know if you want to see more.